Hey guys, so today I wanted to do an unboxing of the LG Phoenix 5. Now, I bought this phone brand new at Target and it was on clearance for $14.99, which for a new LG is an amazing deal, and I'll get into why that's so. And I also bought this because it was one of the last LG phones made, so I thought I'd get it so I could see what LG was doing towards the end of their life. Now, it actually looks like there's two clearance stickers on here, so I want to see what the previous one is, because it was marked down from $50 to $14.99. Oh, but before it was marked down to $42.49. But luckily, I didn't pay that for it. I only paid $14. So yeah, we're going to do an unboxing. I'm just going to do a little review of it. And yeah, so starting off with the box here on the front, it just shows the name of the phone, LG Phoenix 5. And this is the silver model. It's an AT&T prepaid device, which is nice because I actually use AT&T as my main carrier. It has a 5.7-inch full HD plus full vision display. I believe HD plus is 1080p, so that's kind of cool. It has a 13 megapixel and 5 megapixel wide dual rear cameras, so that's cool that it has a dual rear camera. It has 16 gigabytes of internal memory, long-lasting battery, Android. That looks like Android 10, just judging from what I know of LG's Android UI. In the box, it just shows some information about AT&T prepaid. It says the same large 5.7-inch HD plus full vision display, same camera specs. Here it just shows that you can expand to a 32 gigabyte SD card, long-lasting 3,000 milliamp hour battery. It's not too big nowadays, but for a budget phone like this, that should be fine. And Android again, anything on the back. Just more information about AT&T. And nothing really important on the sides. Now, I have not opened this yet. Well, I have kind of. I just took it out to see if everything was in there. I just kind of wanted to see what the phone looks like. But I just patched it back up. Nothing got taken off. Nothing got turned on. It's the same way it would have been sold, kind of. And I also had to break this off because they left the weird security tag on it, and it was just getting annoying, and I didn't want to have to fiddle with that in the middle of a video. So yeah, just opening this up, we can pull out this tray. Ooh. And once again, it shows the phone and all the same exact specs. Actually, I wonder if that yeah, because it was on the inside of the box. And pulling the cover off, we get greeted with the phone immediately. So I'm just going to pop that out. And as you can see, it's an AT&T branded device. It seems really light. It doesn't have a removable battery, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, it seems really light, actually. Huh. And the back of it kind of reminds me of the LG G5, funnily enough, just without the camera hump. So that's kind of fun. And moving down in the box more, there's just this plastic tray, or cardboard. So I'll take that out. We just have a quick start guide, just how to act. Oh, this is the quick start guide. This is just get started guide. I don't know. And then product safety and warranty information. That doesn't matter, but ooh, it comes with a kind of cool looking SIM card tray tool. So I'm just gonna pop that out here, and I'm gonna put it into my collection of SIM tray tools. If I can get it out. Oh, that's one way to do it. Oh, it's just a little hexagon, so I will put that over there, and I'll keep that for myself. And here, this is just LG's standard charger. It's nothing special, not fast charge or anything. At 2.1 amps, that does not sound like a lot. No, 1.2 amps. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's actually pretty bad. Most chargers are at least 2.4 that aren't fast charge. So yeah. Moving on to the cable, peel it like that, and it's not the longest cable. I'd say this is about the same length as like an iPhone cable. Micro USB. Oh, wow. This phone still uses micro USB. I would have expected USB-C. Not that big of a deal, but it's pretty much a standard LG charger. I have like 5 of these chargers, and they're pretty much identical. This one just has a matte finish on the brick. So we're going to get all of this out of the way, and we will get over to the phone. So let me just move that all out of the way real quick. All right. And we're going to peel off the screen peel. Actually, I'm also going to peel off the IMEI information because I don't want that sticker. There we go. I'll just stick that to the inside of the box, however, just so I have it. All right. And now we can take off the screen peel. Always very satisfying. I'm also going to stick that to the box. It's something I do with a lot of phones. I just stick it on here and then I put the box in my closet just to keep the box. And now we can see that notched display, the full HD or HD plus display. I don't know if it's 1080p yet. I'm just going off my knowledge, my minimal knowledge of HD resolutions. So going around the phone, on the top, we just have a microphone. On this side, we have the power button. On the bottom here, we have a speaker, micro USB port, another microphone, and a headphone jack. On this side, we have the SIM card tray, which is expandable, as it said. So let me just pop that out to show you guys. Looks pretty much identical to the SIM tray in an LG G5. That's kind of funny. I'm going to pop out that SIM card because I usually take SIM cards out of my phones that I'm not using, at least my main phones. And then on this side, there is a, I think this is a Google Assistant button, actually. I know LG's been doing that for a while now. My Stylo 5 and 4 both have that button. And then here, volume rockers, volume down, up. So yeah, pretty simple design. And on the back, just AT&T and LG branded. Like I said before, this actually kind of looks like an LG G5. Let me see if I can actually find one here. Yeah, it looks kind of similar to an LG G5 to me, just because of the camera and the SIM card tray. So yeah, let's just power this thing on and get straight into it. Has a pretty bad vibration motor, I'm not going to lie to you. It seems like every other LG phone. Oh, I don't know what it's doing here. The phone was brand new, for the record. So I'm guessing it's booting up. I don't know. I haven't really unboxed a brand new LG in a while, so I don't know if that screen was normal or, yeah, it must have been normal. Yep, we can get an AT&T splash screen. And it looks like it's finishing the boot sequence. Takes a little while to boot up. I can't say I'm surprised. I'm sure this has like a Snapdragon 425, something like that. But yeah, on the back you can see the dual cameras there and the flash. And then the little selfie camera up there, and it has a really big earpiece. They should have made that into a dual speaker setup. It doesn't sound like they did, but that would have been kind of cool. But I like the design of this phone. It looks very nice, especially for one of LG's last phones. I think they did a pretty fine job here. And yeah, personally, I don't see why they stopped making cell phones. I know their sales were down compared to other brands, but I noticed a lot of people who still had LG phones, whether it be like a LG, I think I knew someone who had an LG V60. No, it was a V40. And I've had a few people come into my work who were using LG phones, especially the V40 for some reason. So they were still relatively popular. But yeah, with the screen on, you can see the notch in the bezels. It's not too bad. I've seen a lot worse, actually. It kind of reminds me of the Galaxy A10e. So we're just going to set it up. Oh, cool. They have that, which this must be Android 10 then, because my V40 and G7 both have that feature because they have notches, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to get this thing fully set up, and then I'll get back to you guys when I have it fully set up and have everything that I want on it. And I will show you guys some features, stuff like that, go over the cameras, and yeah. So, see you in a minute. All right, so I am back, and it has been 8 hours, roughly, 7-8 hours, because I had to go to work. so I didn't get to set this up until I got home, but I've been playing around with it for like the past 30 minutes or so, and I got it fully set up. I got all my apps on it, so now I'm going to go over it, tell you guys what I like, and just kind of review it. So yeah, starting off, I already went over the design, so I'm just going to turn it on and show you guys some stuff with it. So starting off, this is a 5.7-inch 720p screen. I thought it was 1080, although I was very wrong. But it's still a very nice screen, great color production. You really don't even see the pixels either. I mean, to me, it's comparable to like an iPhone XR screen, which for $14 and $50 new, that is very, very good. But just scrolling around the phone, it runs Android 10. I have not checked to see if there's an update. Yep, as you can see here, Android 10. And we can actually check now and see if there's a software update. Nope, there is none. I'm not surprised. This was a $50 phone new. I would not have expected to get any updates. But who knows? And then going over into CPU-Z to see the specs of this phone, it has a MediaTek Helio P22 processor. It's a octa-core clocked at 2 GHz, which is honestly better than I thought. I expected to have some like Snapdragon counterpart, but this is actually a pretty reasonable processor, especially for the price. And it has 16 GB of storage, as I've stated before, and 2 GB of RAM. The screen is 720p. I don't know why it says 5.46 inches, because it is a 5.7 inch. And it just shows some other things, but that's not really important. But yeah, because it runs Android 10, it supports all the apps that I use, stuff like that. And the one thing that I will say is not great about this phone, and you can definitely expect not being good, especially for a $50 phone, is the camera. As you can see, it's very washed out. The colors themselves aren't, well, actually, yeah, they're pretty terrible, but it's not a great camera. I did not expect it to be. I expected it to be pretty bad, and yeah, there's a wide-angle camera, so that's kind of cool. But actually, that wide-angle camera doesn't really change much. Yeah, that's not great. And then the front camera, it's not terrible. I've actually seen a lot worse for front cameras, so that's good at least. And honestly, it looks kind of better than the front camera to me. But going over to the video mode to see if it changed anything, it looks like, oh, I closed out the camera app. Let's see here. Let's see what we can record in. Well, it does have HDR recording, which that's nice at least. I don't see anything about changing to 60 frames per second. Let me try again in video mode. No, there is nothing about recording in 60 frames per second, which I'm not surprised, but in the video mode, this camera actually is somewhat smooth, especially for what it is, so that's nice at least. And another gripe with this phone is only having 16 GB of storage. Well, that might sound like a reasonable amount. It really isn't now, especially with all the bloatware of this phone installed. I uninstalled all of it, but yeah, it's not great. It's really not that great. With all my apps on it, I can get by, but having 32 GB in this phone would have been nice. But once again, $14 phone, you really can't complain. But like I said before, this is a Google Assistant button, and you can do anything with Google Assistant with that. I don't really use Google Assistant on phones, but yeah, it's just something nice to have, you know. But, and then one cool thing that I didn't know, newer AT&T devices actually have a built-in unlocking app, much like T-Mobile phones and Metro PCS phones. So that's actually really nice to have, so you don't have to go through a website to unlock the phone, but I can't unlock it since it's a prepaid device and I haven't used it at all. I'm not activating it or anything like that. But yeah, so that's pretty much the overview of this phone. I like it. For $14, you really can't complain. And frankly, if this is available for $14 at your Target, I highly, highly suggest you go take a look and probably pick it up, because this is an absolute steal for one of the newest LG devices made, and there's not much complaints about it. It's a really nice phone just to have as a phone collector, or if you need like a backup phone. It does the job. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the LG Phoenix 5. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.